Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this really natural crochet look. It was actually inspired by Breakfast at Tiffany's and Chiziduru. However, I used a different kind of hair because they live in America and I can't get that type of hair here. So I'm going to be using Marley hair in this video. So first things first, I'm going to be starting off with my braiding pattern. I'm going to have one at the back, which will help me blend if I need to put it up in a ponytail. And I'm also going to do a couple in the front just as a leave out. You don't have to have a leave out, but personally, I didn't really mind. So I wanted to leave out because it was just going to help him to look a bit more natural than if I didn't have a leave out. But I think even if you don't have a leave out, it would be fine if you really just want to protect your hair. But me, I don't care. So I'm going to have a leave out in front, one on this side and one on the other side, and then one down the middle. Just to bear in mind, guys, your leave outs don't have to be neat. It doesn't really have to be neat. Like your cutting pattern doesn't have to be neat. So even if you don't know how to braid hair, it's completely fine, because to be honest, the rougher the braid or the rougher the cut, the more natural it looks, because it doesn't look too clean or too sharp. So it doesn't have to be as neat as if you were going out with cornrows for everyone to see. No one's going to see this, so it's fine. The braiding pattern of the actual body of the cornrows is what's important here. So I'm going to be doing like a 2-in-1 braid, where I'm going to have 2 braids in front that will join together at the back to make one big braid. So this pattern allows you to have fuller hairs in front, and then you don't have to do so much at the back because no one really gets to see that part. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So I have one already braided. I'm braiding the second one that would end up joining with the first one I braided and would make a big braid. You're going to see what I'm doing, and I hope it makes sense. So to hide away those ends that we don't need to see, I'm going to be using my crochet pin to kind of loop the end of the hairs through the cornrows, and that will just kind of keep it underneath the cornrows so they're not kind of flying around the whole place, because nobody wants to see them. First thing I'm going to do, so this is one pack of Marley hair. See, the Marley ends are kind of like tied together. I'm just going to cut it just to give me more of a blunt end to work with. Right, we're going to take it from the back. Starting from the back, actually, technically, we're not starting from the back. I just wanted to show you how different I will do the back versus how I'll do the front. But for now, we're going to start with the back. So I'm actually using one whole strip of Marley hair. I don't know if that makes sense, because Marley hair kind of comes off as like 1-1. And for this video, I advise that you split that one into a couple of bits so it's a bit thinner. But for the back, I'm going to be using one whole one, just because it's the back and it's quite thick and I need volume there as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the back. And I'm also going to be doing normal crochet knots, but it's going to be double knots, as you can see, just to secure the knots at the back so it doesn't slide out. And then at the front, I am going to take that one piece as usual, as you can see. So at the back, I'll just use one, but at the front, I would divide that one into like 2 or 3, depending on how small I want it to be. So the closer I am to the front, the smaller I'm going to get. I hope that makes sense, because that just makes the texture a lot smoother and a lot more blown out, which is the look I'm going for. So these small pieces is what I would use to crochet the front. So the way I would knot the front is different from the way I knotted the back. So in the back, you saw I did like a double knot, but in the front, I'm doing like a invisible knotting method. And that's like, instead of putting the whole loop through, I only put one of the loops through. I know that sounds like gibberish, but bear with me and you're gonna get it. You got this. You got this, okay?
Hi guys, how are you doing? So, I don't, sorry, I'm so sorry about that. I just came to show you what it's looking like currently. I just finished one whole pack. I think I'm gonna leave more spaces at the back because 3 packs of my hair or 2.5 packs of my hair would be a bit much, but this is what it's looking like. And I did the invisible knotting for most of the front just because I didn't want it to look like there was a knot there. But now for the rest of my head, I'm going to be doing the normal crochet knot because it's not really going to show. It's just to add more volume. Guys, like I demonstrated, I always made sure that I just don't take like one whole Marley. I divided it into like 3 or 2, and that gives you like this really nice texture that you can't really, it looks like your hair, literally looks like my hair. It feels a bit more drier, obviously, because it's synthetic. I am finally done, I believe, and guess what? I still have some left and I didn't buy any more. Can you imagine? Let me just show you. Well, it's not that much, but I still have this much left. I'm sure there can be space for it, but my head is already full. Like, I have a whole head of hair, so I don't think I want any more. My hair is already pretty full. The back may not be as full as the front. Twist it up just now. I'm gonna section it and then twist it up like just normal twists. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the hair. I think it should be fine. Yeah, let's just do that, shall we? Just put it in massive twists, and then I'll tie it up, and this will prevent it from getting all tangled up. It gets tangled so easily. Like, the hair is pretty simple to do, I would say. It's just the tangling that is so frustrating sometimes. I won't even lie. Anyway, this is how I'm going to bed tonight. I'm gonna put in a ponytail backwards so everything kind of stays in place, but this is how I will wear it for now, and I'm gonna come back to you guys when I'm ready to curl it. Gonna do that again, so about this much or less, like twist as you go along. I hope you can really see what I'm doing, because even I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just doing. Guys, I don't think you can see what I'm doing, but I'm basically repeating what I did with the first one. You can see on this one. And then I'm gonna just keep twisting. It's about to be a hot water business. So let me just say, if you know you can't do this yourself, please don't do it. Just don't do it. Hot water is not a joke. I've been burned by hot water before, and it's not a joke. So I'm going to be using this container. If you know, you know. It's just an empty container. Probably something that's probably more, what's the word? Insulated, where you can't feel it, like a flask or something. But I can't find any, so I'm just going to use this one, and I'm going to try and be as careful as possible. I have my hot water here, and I'm going to pour it in and then dip my hair. Let's just go. Okay. My kettle is right here. I'm just gonna pour a little bit, not a little bit, actually quite a lot. So I have my hot water here. This hairstyle better just come out the way I want it to come out. If not, problem. So I'm just gonna dip this in here. It's a little